We're going on another spooktacular adventure. And I have made it out here to Fullerton, California, Southern California, because there is a store I really love to check out here known as Ipso Facto. And honestly, it's one of my favorite stores. It's a smaller store, but they sell a lot of like OG Goth stuff there, like classic Goth. And I love that because they cater to all the forms of it. They got Victorian, they got some cyber goth stuff, all kinds of stuff. Let's go check it out, yo. And they have ghoulish delights here. Ipso Facto. Let's do this. Just got out of Ipso Facto. Got the goods. Yo. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to record in there. Just to be more respectful, there was other customers in there, and I was gonna ask them, first if I could record, but like I said, there was just other people in there in general, so I didn't want to, be disrespectful of anybody's private space or anything. But nonetheless, there will be a haul, and I will show y'all. It's not so much, it's just a jacket and a necklace, but dude, oh my goodness, it's killer. It's so killer. It's spooktacular. I like downtown Fullerton. It's a vibe. Oh, excuse me? All Hallows ink tattoo? Is that a Gordo? Made it back out to the hometown. I'm gonna check out Rad Coffee. Love this place too. Let's do it. So I actually had to cut out the audio, unfortunately, for this segment of the video because they were playing some pretty rockin' tunes, and I don't want YouTube to come after me for a copyright strike. But much like Roast the Dead Coffee, this one is also themed out. However, this one has more of a punk rock kind of theme. As you can see here, what I like to call the rock wall or the punk wall has lots of band posters through the years. You can see Suicidal Tendencies, The Misfits, Black Flag, and this coffee shop even has its own sick merch also. You can see there's a bag here that says Drink Rad Coffee. On the back are some of their actual canned cold brews that you can buy in store. There's some more t-shirts here. This themed one that says Need More Coffee. And I'm sure a lot of us watching this video can definitely agree to that one. On the back of this shirt, you can see the Riverside location. They even have bagged coffee grounds for you to brew your own coffee right at home, so you don't always have to come into Rad Coffee for that delicious drink. Of course, there's other cups, other flavored coffees. I even think they even have the pods. There's other shirts, those shorts, bags, hats, t-shirts, all kinds of merch. And of course, I think you have this really sick opportunity for a cool selfie. Right here you can see some of the menu. They have different espressos, coffees, teas and lemonades, and my favorite, the specialty blended drinks like the Dracula. You can see there's a common theme with me with any red velvet drink. Right here you have their seasonal menus where they often change out. I actually opted out for one of their seasonal drinks this time, so I'm waiting for that. They have different keychains, pins, patches, and these awesome little posters that are very reminiscent of the Garbage Pail Kids. And just so you know, all their pastries are vegan friendly and they are delicious. They have Pop-Tarts, I believe those are donuts, cookies, brownies, and they are all delicious. Oftentimes they will even do collabs. One time I remember they did a Stranger Things collab and they were all themed pastries. Super yummy. So make sure you come on down and check out Rad Coffee with locations in Riverside, Covina, and Upland. Right now I took a little detour. Oh my gosh, look at my hair, is so wild. Anyways, right now I took a little detour to Evergreen Historic Cemetery. A little bit of English words. Evergreen Historic Cemetery here in Riverside, California. I don't think they're still burying people here, but it is a historical cemetery. I believe even like during 4th of July, they do like a little festival here, because right up there at the top of Mount Rubidoux, you shoot off fireworks. Really incredible, even though most of the years the mountain does catch fire on the side. But still really awesome seeing the fireworks shows every single year is really cool. And you can even hike up to Mount Rubidoux. There's a trail right here at the bottom that leads all the way up. A full way all the way around, I believe is about 3 miles. And once you get to the cross up there, so you know you made it. But we're gonna check out a plot. Some of these plots and gravestones are incredible. I mean, like, wow. There's like a whole, looks like an obelisk. Wow. But we're over here to see a gentleman famous to Riverside's history. And there he is, Frank Augustus Miller, known as the Master of the Inn. Yes, that's right. This guy was the founder for the Mission Inn Hotel here in Riverside, which is also said to be haunted. Allegedly, of course, you believe in that kind of stuff. I think they do like ghost tours, or maybe they used to, but nonetheless, here he is. Frank Augustus Miller, born June 30th, 1857, passed on June 15th, 1935. We're coming up, this is an anniversary year of his passing. See, there's the plot, Frank Augustus Miller and Marion Clark Miller. Isabella Hardenberg Miller. Father, mother. It says the Mission Inn Hotel, this California Mission style grand hotel, originated as a 12-room adobe boarding house and family home in 1876. In 1902, the present building was begun, and over the next 30 years, additional wings were added until the hotel occupied an entire city block in the heart of downtown Riverside. The Mission Inn, now a National Historic Landmark, is the result of the inspiration and life's work of one man, Frank Augustus Miller. More than just bedboard and bath, Miller created an atmosphere of ambience and culture and history that is featured fine and decorative arts from around the world. Incredible. And it's right here at the foot of Mount Rubidoux. You can see the cross up there. Someone up there. Hello from down here. Very cool. One day I would like to check out all the nooks and crannies of the Mission Inn Hotel. Lived here majority of my life and never actually like gone into the hotel and like walked around. But I have seen videos. Other creators have gone. It really does look like an awesome hotel. Now, again, whether or not you believe in the supernatural, I think that would also be another interesting concept to discover, you know, just the idea that a building like that, so old and historic, could very well be haunted. But nonetheless, here we are, still thriving to this day, thanks to Frank Augustus Miller. And here, this building, I believe, is to be the mausoleum. I could be incorrect, but it definitely looks as so. Awesome architecture. I can hear the people singing already. Oh, typical Goth in a graveyard. Here we go. Well, yes, I suppose that in a sense that is an idea. I also just wanted to showcase one of Riverside's historical members in the society. But yes, you know what? We're here, Goth in a graveyard. I must go because They close at 4:30 today, but still wanted to check it out. A better look at some of the detail of the jacket. Dude, I love it. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. And there's our next destination, AMC Theaters. I'm actually really stoked because I'm here with a friend. We're gonna watch Sinners, and I've honestly been anticipating this movie, and I heard the reviews are great. So yeah, hopefully we get a really good horror movie. I believe it's horror, at least that's how it's advertised to me. So looking forward to that. Yeah, just got out of watching Sinners, and dude, the marketing for this movie does not do it any justice, because like, I don't even know how to describe it without spoiling it, but I'll just say this: for the kind of movie that it is, my favorite type. My favorite. Easily my favorite. The way that they executed it, just awesome, dude. Yeah, y'all need to watch this movie. Sinners, 10 out of 10. For me, at least. I thought that was freaking awesome. Like, even my friend who's not really super all about horror movies, like, dude, great movie. He even enjoyed it. Crazy. Welcome to the back. Oh, thank you. You far too kind. Now, what are we going to do here in the Batcave? Oh, I'm glad you asked. I pulled something and that really hurt. We're going to have a little discussion about goth culture, the music, the movies, the style, all that jazz and more. And today we are going to do the first ever movie review. And today's movie is going to be Sinners. Now, I will try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, but if I do mention a spoiler, I will, of course, have a warning with a countdown for you to go ahead and skip ahead, and then there will be a label below to tell you what time to skip to, so you can avoid said spoilers. So you ready? Let's get into it. Bro, this movie art. Now, it is a horror movie, and if you haven't seen the trailers, that's not really much of a spoiler. You can, okay, Sinners sounds like a horror movie. I mean, yeah, I guess one can argue it can be a movie about sinners, but I digress. What kind of horror movie is it? I'm glad you asked. Potential spoiler coming ahead. If you don't want to find this out, go ahead and skip below to magic. Oh yeah, we gotta do a countdown first, don't we? Alright, fine. You have 5 seconds before we start the spoilers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now that I assume the people that don't want it to be spoiled are gone, at least from this portion of the video, here we go. It is, drumroll please, a vampire movie. Bro! The trailers, at least from what I remember, recall, and seen, does not make it look like a vampire movie. I got Western. I got, like, not Western, but like 1930s Western vibes. Southern, if you will. Dude, Southern vampires. Why have, at least from what I've seen, I don't think I've ever seen a Southern vampire movie. The spoilers are over. Oh, goodness gracious. Scared me there. Yeah. Non-spoiler, I will say this movie does have a little bit of everything for everybody. Even if you're not a traditional horror movie lover, this has action, it has romance, It has suspense. Of course, it's a horror movie. There's gonna be gore. But it's not like Terrifier Art the Clown gore. No, 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 no. It's tasteful gore. In the sense that most people can stomach this. Again, if you've seen horror movies, you know a lot of them can be pretty gory. Looking at you, Saw. And Art the Clown. But as aforementioned before by moi, at least from what I recalled in the trailers, I didn't think it would be that kind of horror movie. But it was, and boy oh boy, magic. Movie magic, dude. Like, my favorite. Literally, dude. Like, go watch this movie. Do it. Do it. Do it. Or I'll send Gordo after you. Michael B. Jordan plays his characters phenomenal. Haley Steinfeld. She don't miss ever. Like, the entire cast. And I will say there's a scene in the movie. Oh, yes, I forgot. Potential spoilers coming again. Y'all need a countdown? 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going into spoiler territory for reals, for reals. This movie has a scene involving music. Music is really heavily influenced in this movie. Blues music specifically. And dude, there is a scene where it's showcasing these different genres of music intertwining together through generations, and it's all just like blends together like great. That scene alone, dude, that hyped me up. I was like, what am I watching? This is incredible. This is great. Like, dude. So honestly, I will say this. Sinners, have to sit on it for a while, but it may honestly be among my top 10 horror movies ever made. Again, these opinions are mine and mine alone. So if you have a totally different opinion, guess what? That is A-okay. You don't have to like the movie. But I just wanted to share my input. If you were definitely sitting on this movie, debating, should I go watch it? Do it. Do it. Do it. You probably will not be disappointed. And now on this glorious Tuesday evening, we're going to delve into our very first Music Mania. And today's artists are among one of my favorites. They are very popular in the goth subculture. And for good reason too. Ladies and gentlemen, Joy Division's Closer. Bam! I love this album so much. This album does have a lot of melancholic vibes to it. However, there are two songs I will say are my favorite off of this album. The first one being 24 Hours. Dude, the first time I heard 24 Hours, I was like, there's a build-up. There's a build-up in the song. And the way it builds up is just crazy, because then the drum like comes in and it just, dude, it turns like legit like punky. It starts off melancholic, it starts off gothy, and then it gets punky, dude. Like, whoa. How awesome it would be to hear that song live. Number two, the second song I would say is Isolation. It's a more funkier song, funkier vibe to it, but honestly, I just love that rock and bass line steadily throughout the entire song on some probably one of their more lighthearted songs. And honestly, it's a vibe. So give it up for Joy Division. Also, this vinyl is one of the limited edition colored vinyls. What color is it? Find out. Before I hear any of you say, how dare you open that thing? Oh, I already opened it, playa. And I've already played it, playa. Okay? So listen here. Of course I'm gonna play one of my favorite albums, banger, but it is still collector, true to my heart. Voila, it is a frosty clear copy of, get my reflection on it, frosty. All right, spooky pookies, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. We went shopping, did some city hopping, got some coffee, did a little macabre history in a graveyard, saw a spooktacular movie, and you joined me for the first ever movie review and music mania. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day and get some rest done. I definitely had a spooktacular day. Bye!